Hey everybody, this is Erica from the Classy Climb blog. I'm going to apologize in advance. It is raining outside, so you probably get a little bit of that noise in the background. But overall, I was looking over another article I was getting ready to write, and I was going, listen, we have 92 million Americans who are out of work and not looking for work. So about 28% of men, 40% of women, 39% of the youth. We have a better breakdown of those numbers, and I'll attach it in my blog and in the video. But at the end of the day, what people are doing is a lack of hope. It's a lack of hope. They see people working to their 40s and 50s and 60s with nothing to show for it. And it's not that they don't want to work. They don't see how long-term work at low pay can benefit them. You know, they see the engineers, they see the nurses, they see the skilled people making money, buying homes, buying nice cars, going on vacations. And then they're making $10 and $11 and $12 an hour, and they're like, whoa, what's the disconnect? So a lot of it is, I think, a teaching issue. If we actually sat in 12th grade and taught people in 12th grade, let's even be honest, we start teaching it 10th through 12th grade. This is how much things cost. This is inflation. This is interest rate. These are what happens when you pay this much interest rate. You know, if we literally broke it down and said, listen, if you get this many assets, you can retire in 4 or 5 years. You save this amount of money, you're done. But we don't teach those things because I think it benefits some companies and some businesses in America for people to be ignorant. Now it hurts. We have too many ignorant Americans, and we can't really afford that. Right now in China, there are people working their butt off, making it to the middle class, and millionaires and billionaires being created daily in China. But a lot of it's not just work ethic, it's the knowledge. Not confidence, not cockiness, the knowledge of knowing, okay, if I save 30% of my income, if something happens to me, we're great. We're good. And I think a lot of times when I'm out on Facebook or I'm out in different events or conferences, the people in those rooms know, like, crap, like, you don't have to work 40, 50 years to be a millionaire. Most people keep working because they enjoy work at that point. What they're doing is, I mean, I'll even break it down even smaller. I know many military people who, when they joined the military, they bought a property at the first duty station. Then they moved to the next duty station, bought another property. Moved to the next duty station, bought another property. So 4 or 5 years later, they've got 5 homes all renting out. And they're getting ready to go back to their hometown. Now, sometimes if they bought right, if they didn't buy the biggest, giantest house at their duty station, they bought a reasonable house or a smaller house or a middle starter home, and they're renting them out for $900 or whatever at that duty station, they're usually making bank. And they're like, man, I'm just going to go to school, my GI Bill, and I'm going to go live a good life. Same thing I've seen with some people right out of college, where they bought a house and they had to move, bought a house, had to move, and they just kept renting them out. 3 or 4 or 5 houses later, they were fine. They were just collecting checks. So a lot of times, you know, people are like, oh, Eric, I don't want to deal with tenants. I don't want to deal with real estate. I don't want to deal with that. That's what property management companies are for. All right. So don't make this big drama like you don't understand that. Same thing with working. At the end of the day, same thing with working. If you knew, hey, if I just work 10 years or hit a certain number and I don't have a car payment and I don't have a mortgage, I'm free. And there are a lot of people who got $50,000 starter homes in the South that I know, and they got a car right out of school, and they paid off that BMW, and they paid that $50,000 house off in 8 years. Because honestly, they were like, man, if I just get rid of this stuff, you know, this, even though I'm a teacher, like, I can live off teacher pay if I don't really have any debts. If my mortgage is free, just paying insurance for the house and insurance for the car, I'm free. And if we taught that more in school, if we kind of put those numbers out in front of people, which people hate math, but if we did that, we'd have a lot more free individuals. We'd have a lot more people free. So this is 2 cents on that. This is Erica, Classy Climb Blog. Have a great day.